as I was saying before, the video cut off. Dang it! I was gonna say, I ain't gonna lie. I've been starting to feel excited and enthusiastic about reading the dictionary to find out what Forrest Fenn means in his words. And the dictionary is where it's at. That's where you go for knowledge on this solution of the poem. Give me 1 second. You go to the dictionary to find out what Forrest Fenn meant. He knows words. And it's kind of like Eric Johnson was talking about, where Forrest Fenn knows words. Go check out his channel too. It Is What It Is Productions. And he'll have you believing that he's had no education. He likes to make you believe one thing, and it's like basically him through his actions embellishing, like, or using his words too, make you think he's not educated, he's not this. But you get to know Forrest Fenn, I'm sure you'd see how educated he is. He did, I guess he did do college or whatever, but he knows words. You read the dictionary, you're gonna find out what he means. I mean, this is in depth, 15 years. And we're looking at this, I think most people have been looking at it all the wrong way. But he spent 15 years. Now, to spend 15 years on a poem hiding the location of a treasure chest worth about $2 million, you at least have to have some sort of education in the dictionary of grammar, you know. That's what I think. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. So we discussed the first two on this one, the first two definitions. Begin is a verb, to start to do or feel something. Second one is to start to happen or exist. Something starts to happen or exist. You're making something start to happen or exist. And the third definition says to begin with. At the beginning of something, you was shy to begin with, but then you got more confident. So, like, we'll use some sentences now. Begin. I'm wondering if we should, let's just say, begin it. We'll do 3 definitions. We'll use the word in the poem, in the sentence of that poem, and then, we'll do 2 other sentences. Begin. Begin. It. Now, how that relates to, you know, you start to do something. You start it. We're going to find out what it is. And how to start it. No pun intended. How we start it to construct the blaze. Begin it. Where? Warm. Watchers. Halt. Now that, let me go to I guess so in this sentence, it's part of a sentence, beginning where warm waters halt, taking them the canyon down. But we won't go with the whole sentence. It's actually the if you think about it, grammatically speaking, beginning where warm waters halt, and taking in the canyon down, not far but too far to walk. That's a whole complete sentence. Beginning where warm waters halt. Now I'm wondering if, because on one of my videos I basically tell you he's telling you to halt, but notice there's no exclamation mark. What if that's because he left it out on purpose, mispunctuating it? But then again, I don't know, because the word home was found, so I kind of think it's a twofold meaning. But it could be that, and also he wants you to halt there and take it in the canyon down. So, for definition 1, to start to do or feel something, let's just use this sentence. Let's use this sentence. When I find the treasure chest. Oh, shoot, hold on. When I find the treasure chest, I will begin being excited. Which is interesting. Begin and being. Just put the G in the middle of the E and the I. I will begin being excited. I believe that's correct. Period. When I find the treasure chest, I will begin feeling excited. I'll begin, because the definition is to feel something. That's to start to do or feel something. I was going to put I will begin feeling excited. I will begin being excited. I think that's correct. I'm not sure. We'll just say begin being excited or feeling excited. But I figured since that's part of the definition, you know what, I don't know, I figured since it was part of the definition, I'd try to use something, because I don't want it to sound like repetitious, you know. When I find the treasure chest, I will begin to feel excited. I will begin to feel excited. Well, I mean, I guess you could do that. I will begin to feel something. I will begin to feeling excited. You know what I'm saying? The definition of begin. I will begin feeling. I don't want it sounding repetitious, but I don't know. When I find the treasure chest, I will begin feeling excited. Or begin being excited. Being excited meaning I will exist with excitement. Being is a word that means like exist. You're being. You're a human being. You exist as a human being. Being a person or a creature that is like a person. Being. Oh, the present participle of be. Present participle of be. I look up be. Be used to give information about someone or something. I'm a student. I am a student. Okay. Well, see, this is what I don't like about this dictionary. I'm looking up the word be. So, it's used to give information about someone or something. I am a student. That doesn't tell you about be. Linking verb. Okay, that makes sense. Two, it is, okay. B, number two, used with a present participle to show the continuous tense of a verb. What are you doing? It's like use the word in the sentence if you're gonna, you know. But it doesn't. It says like used with a past participle to show the passive form of a verb. I was taught by a famous musician. English is spoken in many parts of the world. It's using is. So I'm thinking, why not use the definition I would like to be going because it's getting late, you know what I'm saying? It's using it's using all these, it's telling you what the grammar form means, but it's not telling you what the word be means. Let me look that word up in another dictionary. I'm pretty sure there's something in that. They'd probably teach you why they do that in that dictionary, but I just don't know it because I haven't read that part yet, which I forgot. I'm going to still go back in the beginning, no pun intended, of the dictionary and excuse me, read more about that, how they've done the layout. Oh, you know what? I'm looking for the word be. I was looking up begin. Okay. Have been. Future is about to be. To equal in meaning. Have the same connotation as. January is the first month. Let X be 10. To have identity with. Constitute the same class as. See, they do that too in this dictionary. Hold on, let me go get the other one. Be right back, y'all. Like, for example, when you're using the dictionary and you look up the word be, a kid might say, when I get older, I want to be an astronaut or an architect. I want to exist as an architect with the knowledge of an architect in their mind. They don't use the word be. They use what it means, like are or is in the definition. Okay. Okay. Unstressed. Be verb and auxiliary verb. Present forms. Singular. First person form. Formal, I guess. Okay. To have the equality, etc. mentioned. Oh, okay. To have the quality, etc. mentioned. Like, used to connect the subject with an adjective or to another noun or a phrase in order to describe, identify, or say more about the subject. Wilt is tall. I am Barbara. See, they're not using those words. To be or not to be. There's one. It's like, I feel like dictionaries have it's like they've twisted so much communication. I don't know. Probably just not reading it right. When I was a kid, I was homeschooled, which is a lot better than public schools by a long shot, but we had to write a sentence with that word in it. And I'm not seeing none of these dictionaries do that. I think I could have sworn they used to back in the day. I don't know if y'all are on the same page, no pun intended, but with my understanding as I am, but I don't know if you guys did that when you were kids. But they talk about the grammar of it, and I'm not trying to find out the grammar of be. To have, the equality, job, etc. mentioned, used to connect, okay. Wilt is tall. I am Barbara. Indira Gandhi is the first woman Prime Minister of India. To exist or live. Ten below. What's the definition? 10 below. To take place, occur. Which, I don't know, I think I'm thinking I'm used to a certain way and they're doing it differently. But it's probably for a good reason. I know I got carried away, so sorry y'all. We're supposed to be focused on this. But this is the way I'm used to doing it. When I find the treasure chest, I will begin feeling excited. Here's another way. Let me begin. Here's another sentence. Let me begin my speech you know what? Let's do it a different way. Let me begin the ceremony by introducing today's guest speaker. There. Let me start to do the ceremony by introducing today's guest speaker. Let me begin the ceremony by introducing today's guest speaker. Some people say it like that in a ceremony or whatever, lecture or whatever. That's just an idea or an example. But that's a word I'm gonna have to look up. I mean, it's just interesting. Be. I understand now that I think about it. To be is like a verb. It's a verb, obviously, but it's to be. The verb to be. When I was learning French, and I've started, but I'm gonna have to get that book. I'm gonna probably do another video, and just start learning French. And I could teach it. I learn pretty fast, but I could teach it as I'm learning it because I know how the sounds are. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are interested. I got the book. Actually, you know what? Got the book right here, to be honest. Basic French. I want to do some, I'm going to learn the English grammar book. And go back to this book because it was so fun. I want someone to be able to speak it with. But that's the way I'm used to doing it. Begin, to start to do or feel something. That's the definition, number one. Number two is to start to happen or exist. Now, I've been so out of the dictionary, it's not even funny. I understand this, but it's still a little bit I'm not as knowledgeable as I should be because I haven't read the dictionary. And it's usually a good idea to read 5 words a day and just pick up on it. just refresh your memory and get that knowledge into you. That way you can understand better. Your comprehension will go way through the roof when you start reading the dictionary more and writing the words down. To start to do or feel something. Number 2, to start to happen or exist. Begin it where warm waters halt. Start to do it where warm waters halt. Whatever it is we got to do it to start constructing the blaze. He said architectural blueprints is a big giveaway right there. So that's what you do. You start to do the construction of the blaze. When I find the treasure chest, I will begin feeling excited. I'll begin feeling excited. Because the minute you look at it, when you slow down, if you slow down time, the emotion hits you. You start to begin, and then you're feeling excited. Then after, say, a year goes by, you began feeling excited when you found it. Past tense. You're still excited that you found it, but it's past tense when you're talking about the time you were beginning to feel excited. Let me begin the ceremony by introducing today's guest speaker. So, that's our word. That's our first word of the first clue. Begin, which is a verb, to start to do or feel something. Second definition is to start to happen or exist. This has been our little Forrest Fenn Grammar Ninja series. We're getting into this poem in more depth. Advanced Dictionary, Intermediate. I'm probably going to do begin with those two also for more thorough knowledge of the poem. And I'm going to be doing grammar, what I'm learning in here, in another video too. That's going to be just the Grammar Ninja series. The other one's going to be Forrest Fenn related, affiliated, or whatever, that has to do with the Forrest Fenn poem. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I've learned a lot. This is probably going to be part 3. The other video cut off sucks, but I don't know how long it was. Probably 2-3 minutes, so I'm probably going to have to... I'm either going to try to cram that into this video, if I can, or make it a part 2 and this will be part 3. So I hope you guys like this. Like, comment, subscribe. If you found this fun, interesting, fascinating, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out. God bless.